I guess I'd say the last 4.5 years, it's been kind of like a revolving door. You know, I basically would get a job, I would relapse, my family would come and have to rescue me pretty much from wherever I was. I'd then go to hospital, then I'd go to rehab, then I'd come out all good, and then basically repeat. I'd get another job, then I'd relapse. So it's been like that for the last 4.5 years. I've been putting myself and my family through, you know, a lot of trauma. It's not really meant to have been like that. I've not been wanting it to go like that, but I guess I've just been a slave to my addiction. So yeah, pretty much.
Cool. What led you to come to 180TC?
I guess it was actually my decision this time. I tried a TC program in Western Australia last year. I lasted 4.5 months. Thought I was brilliant, good to go, totally revitalised and a new life. But again, I had another relapse at the beginning of this year. I was over in Sydney at this stage, and you know, it's hard to describe, but I guess it's been going on for 4 years, and each time I've felt a bit stronger. So I just felt as though I did need to do 1 full year, and I've heard about the 180 in Sydney, and I applied, and I just got to do the 1 year.
Challenges?
I believe the biggest challenge for me has been, accepting the fact that I have a drinking problem, and B, I guess accepting the fact that I can never ever have a drink again. And you know, since the age of 17, my life has been very social, to say the least. And my career has been, you know, it's been centered around alcohol and I guess, you know, service, you know, sort of service entertaining my whole life. And at my age now that I've, you know, the last 4 years, I'm 50 now plus, it's been hard for me to accept that I have to change my whole life and my whole outlook and never drink again. So that's been the hardest challenge for me to have to face.
Yeah. I'll throw a curveball question in there.
Yep.
Obviously we're talking about your life before you come to 180TC.
I'd say the highlights for me here, I guess, is getting out of here. Like the golf day, you know, the men's barbecue at the church, you know, the Bunnings sausage sizzle and stuff like that. Getting out there and hearing testimonies and just meeting regular people and realising that there is a different life and a different path that I can probably take. So they've been the big highlights and sort of wake-up calls for me. So yeah.
What would you say were your first impressions coming up that dirt road here at 180TC?
I remember coming up that driveway and I looked at my brother Jeff, who was driving me here, and I said, man, this is a scene from a horror movie, and just in the middle of everything. And I was like, what? But look, no, I think I met Ray and Mitch for my intake, and they made it kind of cozy, and I calmed down a little bit. But yeah, look, this hasn't been my first rodeo, but yeah, it was pretty daunting coming up the driveway for me. Yeah.
What is life after 180TC look like for you, Duane?
Look, I'm not sure exactly what it would exactly going to entail, but you know, it's going to be in a life of service for sure. You know, whether it's some sort of counselling for addiction, going overseas for aid or mission work, is definitely going to be that kind of thing. You know, even at my ripe old age, I think I can handle things like that now. And you know, maybe eventually starting some sort of, you know, humanitarian sector for myself and going down that road. But you know, whatever it is, I want to be accountable for it. You know, I want it to have no temptation and just do something worthwhile.
What's 180TC taught you about yourself?
Okay, what's 180TC taught me about myself? There's millions of people out there that are like me. I'm not alone, and that I do matter. I believe a few people have said that, you know, but it's true. I'm adaptable to all sorts of different personalities and types. I've dealt with them all my life, and I've dealt with a whole bunch of different guys here, and I've managed that, which is a good thing. I still have a good future. and good things will happen. I believe that for sure. If I relax and give it all to the big guy upstairs, put it at his feet, I think he'll make things happen and make it all work out. Okay, final encouragements. I guess trust the process, even if things don't make sense. You know, it's easy to think that you're getting picked on, but I think everything here has a purpose and a reason. I really believe that. Encouragement is treat this place like it's your own property. Not for the fact it's for the sake of everyone else, but I think when you do things, when you do all your casework properly and you do your house chores properly, it's good for yourself. It's a good sense of feeling, you know, it's not just for everybody else. I think it's okay to feel down and have bad days. I think when you do, you know that the community will have your back, you know, at all times. And I think my biggest final encouragement is just finish the program. It's not long. It feels long at the beginning, but it's certainly not, and it definitely gets better, you know. The evening is always hard to wake up in the morning and know that you're here, but by the end of it, it's the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah.
Nice. Anything else you'd like to add there, Duane?
Not really. Tamana, thank you. It was good.
Awesome. Thank you. Blackout or?
Yeah, so the severity of my addiction was basically, it did lead to blackouts, but every time I got better, or I felt I was good, I did not know how to talk to people without being in my past life. I didn't know how to have lunch with my friends without, you know, everyone, you know, 10 bottles of wine on the bill, you know, without this or that. And then life trauma hit me. A couple of things happened, you know, a breakup with my fiance. I lost a business. I didn't know how to really cope with that. And yeah, I started drinking to sort of help me through those things. But at the same time, my body was, it was blacking out. It was craving in the morning, and it never used to be like that, but the last 4 years have been like that. But I always thought I could beat that, you know, and then I realized that I couldn't even go 24 hours without a drink. So it's that now. I just cannot pick up another drink at all.